There's a special kind of beauty that only shows up with time. The calm, elegant confidence of a woman who has lived, loved, and learned who she is. But sometimes the dresses we wear can whisper the wrong story. Not because they're ugly or old-fashioned, but because they hide the very essence of what makes you powerful, your presence. As Black women over 60, we carry history in our walk and grace in our smile. Yet many of us still reach for dresses that once felt safe, comfortable, or appropriate, even when they no longer flatter the woman we've become. The truth? Some dresses can quietly age you, dull your glow, and make your silhouette disappear, even if you've still got plenty of style left to show. This isn't about following trends or pleasing anyone else. It's about dressing in a way that celebrates the season you're in now, with fabrics that move when you move, colors that bring your complexion to life, and silhouettes that remind you that femininity doesn't retire. So today, let's uncover 7 dresses every Black woman over 60 should stop wearing, and what to wear instead to express the grace, confidence, and timeless allure that's still fully yours. Tell me, which of these might be hanging in your closet right now? Dress. Dress number 1. The oversized shapeless maxi. Let's start with a familiar favorite, the oversized shapeless maxi dress. It's flowy, forgiving, and easy to throw on. Many women love it because it hides everything: the tummy, the arms, the hips. But that's exactly the problem. It hides you. What begins as comfort can quietly turn into camouflage. Those billowy, tent-like shapes swallow your figure and make you appear heavier or shorter than you are. They erase the natural curves that speak to womanhood and maturity, the grace that tells the world, I'm comfortable in my skin. Especially for Black women, whose silhouettes often carry beautiful natural lines. Hips, waist, shoulders. A shapeless maxi flattens what should be celebrated. Instead of freedom, it gives invisibility. Sparkles what to wear instead. Choose a maxi or midi that follows your shape, not hides it. Look for defined waistlines, wrap styles, or empire cuts that glide over your body instead of hanging from it. Lightweight fabrics like jersey, crepe, or soft cotton create movement without bulk. Add a belt or a structured jacket to give the dress a sense of purpose and polish. When you dress with shape, you don't just look refined, you move differently. You stand taller. You walk with that quiet power that comes from owning your femininity. Because elegance isn't about covering up. It's about showing the world you still remember who you are. And she's stunning. Dress number 2. The boxy high neck shift. Now let's talk about the boxy high neck shift dress. That stiff, straight style that looks polished on the hanger but turns rigid once you slip it on. Many women keep these in their closet because they feel proper or church-ready. But the truth is, they often rob you of softness and shape. The high neckline can close off your face and neck, drawing attention away from your radiant skin tone and natural grace. Combined with the boxy cut, it gives a block-like silhouette that can make your shoulders appear broader and your body shorter. Not exactly the balance we want after 60. What once read as elegant can now feel heavy and dated. Sparkles what to wear instead. Opt for a gentle V-neck or scoop neckline that elongates the neck and lets your skin glow. A fit-in flare or A-line cut will lightly define your waist while keeping comfort intact. Soft draping or a subtle pleat down the front adds flow and breathes life into the fabric. Rich jewel tones, emerald, wine, sapphire, bring depth to deeper complexions, while pastels like rose, buttercream, or soft teal radiate youth and light. Add a pair of earrings that frame your face and suddenly, your look feels graceful yet alive. When you allow a little movement and openness around the neckline, you're not just showing skin, you're showing confidence. And that is always in fashion. Dress number 3. The sleeveless straight-cut tank dress. The sleeveless straight-cut tank dress, simple, convenient, and often the go-to on warm days. But here's the truth. What's easy isn't always what's elegant. This dress can make even the most vibrant woman look unfinished, especially after 60. It's not that sleeveless is wrong, far from it. Many women over 60 look stunning showing a little arm. The issue lies in the cut. Straight tank dresses often cling to the midsection and flatten the bust, giving no waist definition. Without shape or structure, the dress can make you appear boxy or unbalanced. It tends to emphasize the areas we least want attention on, like the upper arms or the midriff, while doing nothing for the ones we should celebrate: posture, presence, poise. Sparkles what to wear instead. Try a sleeveless dress with contour seams or a wrap-style silhouette. A soft flare or A-line design that flows gently from the waist can make all the difference. Look for wide shoulder straps that balance your frame and create a clean, lifted look. Fabrics like matte jersey or stretch cotton smooth the figure without clinging. And here's a quiet trick. Add a light shawl, cropped cardigan, or short kimono when you want coverage without hiding your style. It keeps the outfit layered, graceful, and intentional. Your goal isn't to hide your arms. It's to highlight your elegance. Because when you choose structure with softness, you remind the world that age doesn't take away beauty. It refines it. Dress number 4. The overly sparkly or sequined party dress. Every woman deserves a little sparkle, but after 60, too much shine can start working against you. The fully sequined or overly glittered party dress may once have felt glamorous, but as time goes on, those loud sparkles can overpower your natural glow instead of enhancing it. What happens is simple. When light hits all that heavy shimmer, it bounces away from your face. Instead of your skin radiating, the sequins take center stage, and they rarely flatter mature texture or soft undertones. In photos and in person, they can make your complexion look harsh or washed out. And let's be honest, the stiff synthetic fabrics that come with all that sparkle aren't always the most forgiving or comfortable anymore. Sparkle's what to wear instead. Trade in the high wattage glitz for elegant sheen and texture. Think satin, silk blends, or metallic thread fabrics that catch light softly. Deep tones like bronze, plum, or navy shimmer beautifully against darker complexions without shouting. Or try a dress with subtle beadwork at the neckline or cuffs, just enough to feel special without stealing your spotlight. Pair it with delicate jewelry or statement earrings to guide the eye back to you. Because real elegance doesn't need to scream, it whispers. Remember, your glow doesn't come from sequins anymore. It comes from the confidence of a woman who's seen it all and still walks into a room like she belongs there, because she does. Dress number 5. The extremely tight bodycon dress. Let's be honest, the bodycon dress has had its moment. And while there's nothing wrong with confidence, there's a fine line between flattering your shape and forcing it. After 60, the extremely tight bodycon style can become more of a distraction than a celebration. It hugs everything. Not just the curves you love, but also the ones you'd rather smooth over. The clingy fabric often exaggerates the midsection and emphasizes posture changes that come naturally with age. Instead of elegance, it can read as uncomfortable, like the dress is wearing you. And here's the deeper truth. Sensuality at this stage of life isn't about proving anything. It's about ease, poise, and grace that turns heads without trying. The bodycon dress, especially in thin synthetic fabric, does the opposite. It fights your movement, your comfort, and your natural softness. Sparkle's what to wear instead. Try a structured sheath or draped jersey dress that follows your silhouette without gripping it. A little stretch in the fabric can smooth the figure while still allowing flow. Look for side ruching, wrap details, or a belted waist to enhance your curves with subtlety. Deep colors like cocoa, plum, or indigo create elegance and dimension, especially when paired with a refined heel or sandal. The result? Still feminine, still alluring, but dignified in a way that says, I've grown into my beauty. I don't chase it. Because true confidence doesn't squeeze itself into tight fabric. It moves freely, breathes deeply, and owns every inch of the woman it dresses. Dress number 6. The outdated grandma floral dress. Now let's talk about a classic comfort trap, the old-fashioned floral dress. You know the one. Faded pastel flowers, puff sleeves, maybe a lace trim that's seen better days. Feels safe, familiar, maybe even nostalgic. But here's the truth. Those prints often do more harm than good. The problem isn't the flowers themselves. It's the style of the print. Small, scattered, or faded florals can drain your complexion and make you blend into the background instead of standing out. Add in outdated cuts, like elastic waistbands, puffy shoulders, or boxy fits, and suddenly the dress whispers tired instead of timeless. As Black women, our skin tones deserve vibrancy, contrast, and life. Muted, dusty prints dull that richness. They steal the glow from your undertone, the warmth that makes melanin shine. Sparkle's what to wear instead. Go for modern florals with intentional placement and bold energy. Think larger blooms, abstract botanicals, or watercolor-style patterns that move with you. Fabrics like chiffon, viscose, or soft crepe create motion and femininity without heaviness. A defined waistline or flowy wrap cut can transform a simple floral dress into something sophisticated and flattering. Pair it with gold jewelry or earth tone accessories, and suddenly the same floral concept becomes artful, not aging. Because there's nothing wrong with softness, as long as it's your kind of soft. Radiant, grown, and full of life. You've earned the right to wear flowers that bloom as boldly as you do. Dress number 7. The extra short mini dress. The extra short mini dress, fun, flirty, and fearless. Many women keep it tucked away in their wardrobe for those, maybe one-day moments. And while there's nothing wrong with a little leg, the ultra-short mini tends to send the wrong message once we cross a certain stage of elegance. After 60, it's not about hiding, it's about refining. The problem with super short hemlines is proportion. When a dress cuts too high above the knee, it can make your body appear unbalanced, especially if the fabric or shape is tight. It draws all the attention downward, taking focus away from your beautiful face, posture, and presence. And let's be honest, comfort matters. Constantly tugging at your dress to keep it in place isn't anyone's definition of confidence. Sparkles what to wear instead. Opt for knee-length or midi styles that highlight your legs gracefully. A slit at the side or front adds just the right amount of allure without overexposure. Look for flowy fabrics that move with you and soft tailoring that gives the illusion of height. If you love showing your legs, choose nude or metallic heels that elongate them beautifully. No need to go sky high. Pair with a structured neckline or statement sleeve to balance your silhouette. Because true allure doesn't come from how much skin you show. It comes from the quiet confidence of knowing you don't have to prove a thing. When you dress with intention, even a modest hemline becomes powerful, graceful, and undeniably magnetic. Here's the truth, beautifully simple yet deeply powerful. Elegance has no expiration date. Every stage of life brings its own kind of beauty, and style is just the language we use to express it. After 60, that language becomes more refined, more intentional, and more you. The dresses we outgrow aren't symbols of loss. They're proof of evolution. Each one tells a story of where you've been. The seasons of raising families, chasing dreams, healing, rediscovering yourself. Letting go of what no longer flatters you isn't about shrinking who you are. It's about making room for the woman you've become. When you choose structure over shapelessness, flow over flash, and grace over trends, something shifts. You stop dressing for approval and start dressing for alignment, where your outer self finally matches the power, softness, and wisdom inside. That's the real secret. It's not about looking younger. It's about looking fully alive. So open your closet not with doubt but with delight. Fill it with colors that light your skin, fabrics that move with you, and silhouettes that honor your story. Because the most beautiful dress a woman can wear, at any age, is confidence. Speech balloon, tell me in the comments. Which dress are you ready to retire? And which new style are you excited to try next? Let's celebrate growth, grace, and every radiant chapter still ahead.